welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about my 2020 goals and what that looks like for the new year and how I am going to set myself up for the best new year that I can, just with my businesses, with all like different aspects of my life, my workout life, my social life, personal growth goals, and then all of my work goals as well. But I'm excited to get into it. And if you like this type of content, please like this video and subscribe. It would mean so much. But I really just like appreciate you guys, and I love coming on here and just being able to talk and share my life and share where I'm at. And I would just like love to get to know you guys and ask any questions that you have about my life, or like anything to do with like what this video is about, 2020 goals, in the comments, and I'll definitely reply. I want to do a question and answer video, I think in 2 weeks, and like a get to know me video, just because I realized that like I've started this channel and like, yeah, a lot of people from like my social media are watching these videos, but also like people that I don't know are watching these videos. And for people that don't know me, my name's Jenna, but I think there's a lot of things that like go into like a deeper level about like who I am, and just like, I don't know, like the fun stuff, like what's my favorite food, and I don't know, like my story, whatever. So yeah, I want to do one of those, and that was a little bit of a side ramble, but let's get into the video. Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about 2022 goals that I have. They start with, well, okay. Let's start at the beginning, which means let's go into what my goals were last year. So last night I went through like my journal, and I went through my photos, and I looked at like what last year was and who I wanted to be and my goals for last year. And it was really interesting because I've changed a lot, and just like things have happened, let me tell you. Anyway, so January of last year, I said that I wanted to be in Florida working full-time, and at the time I was working as a full-time barista, and all I wanted to be was like the best barista I could be. And then some of the actual goals that I wrote down in January were I wanted to travel, move to Australia, take pictures like with a photographer, and like be a model or like influencer. I also wanted to take like a dietitian course, and I was really into like being vegan and like raw vegan, which is funny because like I definitely was doing that this year, and like I was really like into that. I mean, I was like vegan before, but like I wanted to be more, I don't know, and like I wanted to try the raw vegan thing, which I did actually for like a month. And I struggle with binge eating. It's been a journey. If you don't know, I've struggled with an eating disorder, and I had anorexia for I don't even know, it might have been like a year. I'm not even sure. No, not quite a year. I like stopped like eating well like senior year, in the middle of senior year, and then it was in June that I saw a picture of myself and I thought, wow, I'm really skinny, I should start gaining weight. But it took a long time till I even like got there, and like it's crazy how long it takes to get out of that mindset. Anyway, so I went from being anorexic to binge eating, and then I used to try to like choke myself to make myself throw up. Never got into bulimia, but yeah, that was the whole thing. Sorry, that's kind of heavy and like trigger warning, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, and then it was funny. I wrote down in my journal that I didn't want to date for another year. Which I just like think is funny. I wanted to like focus on myself. And I think I really have done that this year. And like I've really like figured out who I am and who I want to be and where I want to go. And I mean, that always changes. But yeah, I didn't do resolutions. I'm not a resolution chick. I mean, I guess it is, but like goals, intentions, that was the vibe. Then February, I wanted to be more hygienic, better with clothes. I wanted to get like fit and strong, because at the time I'd just been doing at-home workouts and I was still living at home. And I was really anxious, but that was the year I started my thrift account. I originally started on an app called Curtsy, which I highly recommend for any girl that is looking to start selling their clothes. Curtsy makes it really simple and easy, and they give you like shipping labels and everything like that. And I loved using them, and that's what I started with in February. So, and it's December now, and look where I am. March was just like, I had made some like bad choices, and the month of March was just like something I don't want to like really go over in depth, but I definitely hit rock bottom in that month, and I really had to change my identity and who I was during that month, because I had just like made some bad choices. But that happens, like we all do, but like you pick yourself back up. So then in April, I was looking for better friendships and a better relationship with even like my parents. I had moved out in February. I had moved out, and I was still struggling with having a good relationship with my parents, because at the time living with my parents before, like we just like struggled to have a good relationship, and now like I feel like we're a lot better, but it's still like a process. So at least like in the moment, it was like a process to get to a better relationship with them since I finally was out of the house. May, I was really lonely, and I started getting into creating Instagram content, and I still struggle with not eating enough and binging, and I was trying to create new hobbies, but I was content. Like I was lonely, but I was content. I just like didn't have a lot of friends, and I like struggled with that. Then in June, I started really getting into thrifting. I met some people at the places where I thrift, and I learned a lot, and I was like, okay, like I'm getting into this, I'm gonna grind. And that's when I started like Lucky Dog Thrifts on Instagram. It's called Lucky Dog Vintage now, but that's where I started. And then I stopped doing Curtsy, and I went to Depop, and I opened up an eBay account, which I think I didn't open till probably July, because I was having struggles with it at first. But yeah, I like started really getting into that, and I just had like big dreams for thrifting. And then in July, not much really happened. I was just like living summer life, just like content, but also I was grinding. As I said before, I was feeling really burnt out because I was working so hard. Like I was still working like my full-time job, and I was doing thrifting like as much as I could on the side, and that just like made it a lot for me. And then in August, I was just living life, going through normal like emotions. September was when I transferred to 4 days a week at my job at Coffee Co. as a barista and waitress, and I actually like tried to leave there and tried to get a different job, but it ended up not working out, and I decided to stay at Coffee Co. October, I went to Italy. I was trying to balance work and like thrifting and all of that stuff. And then November, I feel like I definitely fell off like my thrifting grind because of Italy, and it's just been like a process for me to get back into that. But I was pretty much just working, and I mean like working a lot still. I went raw vegan for a month. That was fun. I'm not doing that anymore. I still like to eat mostly plant-based, but I think like, I don't know, I've been like rethinking that. So I'm still mostly vegan. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I'm just like, I'm figuring it out, and I don't want to like offend people. Everyone can do whatever works best for them for eating. Let's just put it that way. And November was when I started my YouTube channel. And then December, trying to do it all, and was really burned out. Not gonna lie, I've been crazy burned out and got super emotional this December just because of work. And then like I have Coffee Co. and then thrifting, and then I have like a cleaning job, and then like I like to be getting to the gym all the time as like, or like consistently, and like just like all of it together just burnt me out. And I was like, it was just a lot. And so I had a couple meltdowns. I don't usually melt down. I don't actually usually cry. I don't cry easily, but I cried more this month than I have probably in a year. I literally don't cry. I actually don't remember the last time I cried besides like this month, which is probably like not necessarily a good thing. I just like don't cry very often. But yeah, 2022 goals. So my goals for the end of 2022, I have a lot of them. It's like front and back papers of me trying to organize everything. But I'll go to the realistic goals. Actually, no, I'll read over them because they're really interesting. My main priority for 2022 is really elevating my thrifting content and the stuff that I post and the effort that I put into my account. And I just like think for like the consumers and stuff like that, like it's time for me to really put more effort into that and to have one focus. So actually, now I'm getting off topic, but I was listening to this podcast, the Him and Her, oh no, what's it called? Oh, the Him and Her Skinny Confidential podcast. It's really, really good. And like, I don't listen to all their episodes, but like, I really love them. And like, oh, Max, don't knock down the tree. So they were talking in one podcast about how to have focus. And I realized, I was like, why do I feel like all over the place? And why don't I feel like I can do everything that I have on my plate? I mean, I have a lot on my plate, but and like even when I'm doing that stuff, I like jump around. Like I'll work on one thing with thrifting, and then I'll be like, oh, I want to go do this, and then oh, like this, and I'm not focused on one task. And I realized, and I was like, do I have ADHD? Like, I don't know. But like I realized that I struggle with focusing, and what I need to do is I need to like think about my priorities and then focus on that, and like spend dedicated time just on that one thing, and then stop and then go to the next thing, and have like a single-minded focus so that I will have better quality like production of what I'm doing. So sometimes a to-do list is great. This is what they were telling, but like a to-do list is great, but you're not actually like, I mean, you can check off the list and be productive, but if you're not actually making really good ground in like your business and stuff, then like what's like, you're not actually doing good work. Like you need to be making and taking on ground in like your business. I don't know if this makes sense. I'm kind of having a hard time describing it. Go to the podcast, Him and Her Skinny Confidential. It's about focus, and it's one of the recent ones, and listen to it because it's really good. Okay, here are my 2022 goals for this upcoming year. For my job, what I have written at the top is at the end of 2020, I would like to be running Lucky Dog Vintage, another thrift account. I have this idea for this other more like cutesy, like aesthetic thrift account. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. I'm still in the works with that. And then my YouTube channel as my full job. That's dreaming big. Like, I'm thinking like not having a regular job and just doing that instead of my cleaning job and my coffee co job and then like thrifting and all of that. So that's like dreaming big, but like I would love to see that happen, and like, you know, it could. So I'm not gonna like put that down. Like, I'm gonna work towards it. Then I have for Lucky Dog Vintage, I want to post 5 things a day on Depop, 3 things a day on eBay. I want to have better quality photos and grow to 5K on Depop, just like with followers, and also with like how much sales I get, because I realize sales is more important on Depop than actual followers. For my YouTube channel, I'm going to start 2022 out by doing it every other week, and then hopefully by June I'll be doing it once a week, and then maybe speed it up to twice a week if I can, but we'll see, because I have the tendency of taking on more than I can do and then it not working out, so don't know. And then I'd like to grow to 10K on YouTube. So those are my job goals currently, and then I have my gym goals. So this year I started the gym in February, and I was really like learning what it looks like to lift and like all of that stuff. So I started strength training and like bulking, and in the middle of the year I was like, like I don't really like all this muscle, like it looks good, but like I would like to do more modeling. I wanted to apply to modeling agencies, and I was like, okay, I'm going to eat in calorie deficient and do more leaning and lengthening exercises than ones that really like grow me. And I did that for a time, and then I let the modeling thing go, and I decided just like 2 days ago that I want to get back into lifting and just feeling strong and all of that. I want to gain more muscle and get more tone. I mean, I have tone and I have muscle, but I want to grow more instead of just like staying in the exact physique that I am. And I want to focus on weight training, and I would love to get in boxing. I love doing boxing moves by myself, but like I would love to like find a place where I could do boxing. I want to stick to my current training plan that I created for myself for 6 months. I want to work out 4 to 5 days a week, just because I would do like 5 days a week, but like with everything that I'm doing, and I want to focus, my priority is on thrifting and that business and growing that, I'm going to cut back on the gym a little bit. And then I really have focused on cardio in the past, and I think I really want to like do less of it. So I'll do like some HIIT training days, but I think that cardio I'm going to like minimalize to almost like none, and then take walks, because I like taking walks like outside and stuff, and I want to walk outside once a week. That's like a goal of mine, even in the cold. Like, it just is good for you and like for everything. I don't know. And then don't worry about aesthetics, because that's sometimes what I worry about, is about staying as thin as I possibly can. But hey, you know, that's not important, and I just want to feel strong, so we're gonna work on that. My personal goals, guys, let's get into it. I have a lot. Okay, so by 2023 I will be the most content I've ever been, be more balanced, and having adventures. That's what I wrote. I do want to do that though. Like, I would love to travel more and go to places that are warm and tropical, and just to be living a more balanced work life, be hustling but have balance, so I don't like burn out and then like can't do anything for like a week. So I want to journal once a week. I think that like that would be manageable for me, is to try incorporating that into like my morning or evening routine, and it would just like help me get my thoughts out. And I feel like it'd probably be better for me than I think it would be. Like, I used to journal more often, I just like don't now. Okay, I want to take one day off a week. I usually work like 24/7 and don't take a day off because sometimes I'm like, thrifting's like a day off. Like I'm just sitting at the bins and then sitting at home and like doing my pictures and whatever. But it's not actually taking a day off. So I'm gonna take one day off for myself. Pause this because I have to pee. I always wait till the last moment and then I like have to go. Okay, we're back. My next goal is to live in an aesthetic apartment close to F&M College. I have wanted to live in Florida for like a month and I might still do that. Honestly, like I should really just focus on my business and not move around. So I've been looking for another apartment, but I'm looking for a nice like aesthetic apartment just because I would like my videos to look better. And I also just like think that would be better. So I'm looking for that. And then I want to apply a monthly budget because I've just been spending and not applying a budget recently. Which like I'm not a big spender, so it's been okay, but like I want to have a budget because it's time. This year, and I wrote it in really big letters, I'm going to learn to focus and prioritize because I usually just try to do it all, as I said before, but this year I'm gonna focus. I want to set up a planner, so I want to get myself like one of those big planners so I can plan out my week and schedule that every Sunday and get like a planner for daily stuff. Be a more organized bitch. That's what we're going for. Then I wrote a 5-year goal. While we're going with goals for the new year, I wrote a 5-year goal. So my 5-year goal is to be in a relationship. I'm not currently, which is fine. I'm open to relationships. Unlike at the beginning of the year where I like didn't want to date, like I'm open to dating, but I'm not in one now. And I want to be living somewhere warm where it's warm all the time. Like people hear me say that all the time. Like I'm always cold, so I want to live somewhere warm. We know this if you know me. I want to make income through lifestyle vlogging, thrifting, and through my personally owned designed clothing business. This is probably what I would like to do. We'll see about the designing clothing business. I definitely want to be doing thrifting, but main priority I would love to just be doing YouTube and doing more influential stuff because I like the idea of that and like I would want to do it. I just like don't have time for it. I'm not making time for it and I'd like have to quit like my regular job, but like at the end of the day, you need to pay the bills and I just don't make enough yet off of my thrifting account to pay the bills. Though it does well, doesn't go that well for like paying for stuff. Anyway, so I don't know if that was boring or like super interesting, but that's my little 2022 goals and spiel about all of that. I hope you had fun. I don't know if any of that makes sense because I feel like I jumped around a lot and that's just how I am sometimes. But I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to like really hit like reset. I've never actually been like this before about the new year. I'm usually like, oh, it's the new year. Like you literally wait till 12 and then it's the new year. And who doesn't stay up till 12 like most nights and brings in the new day? So now I'm excited for the new year and I'm excited to really like learn how to focus and to prioritize because I get overwhelmed and stressed when like I am not doing that because then I'm trying to do it all. Great things are coming. I'm excited and you know, like I dream big and it's time to like really hit like the ground running. If you guys want to write some goals and intentions too, that would be cool and like send them to me and be like, yo, I'm doing this, or like what you said like was a really cool idea, like maybe I'll do that. Though it was all literally applied to myself. So journal every day, guys. Have intentions, have goals. And be positive towards yourself. Have goals, have dreams, dream big, I'm always for like going big, but also remember that like it's still life. Life is still real, and it's the way that it is, and it sends you curveballs, but be like gracious towards yourself, and you can't do it all. Don't like get depressed that you're not doing anything if you're not like a go-getter person. And just once a day, like do something, pick one thing that you want to do this year, and it doesn't have to be every day. Maybe it's something you do once a week, but like do that. And I don't know, it'll change your perspective on things, and it'll help you grow. So for me, 2022 is a year of growing. I'm ready for it. Bring it on. And I hope you guys have had a great 2021, and I hope that this 2022 year is incredible. All right, so that's all, guys. Thank you for all who have watched the end, for sticking with me and all my like random ramblings. Just like another little thing that I'm gonna add in here at the end is that I will not be posting once a week anymore, but I will be looking to post every other week just to keep it manageable since I'm focusing on my business. But I will still be uploading, and I want to do a question and answer video. If that interests you guys, let me know. If you want to get to know me and learn anything, send me questions on Instagram at Jenna Martin, but with an extra N in where there's N's. And I'll compile all the questions together, and I'll create a video for you so you get to know me better, because I'm a little crazy. Thank you for watching. Love you all so much. If you stayed to the end, then please subscribe and like my video because it helps so much. And if you don't, whatever, I'm not gonna judge you. So I'll see you later in another video of my life. Bye, guys.